All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Goal Getters Midday session. I'm here with you Monday through Friday at lunchtime. I didn't grab anything to have water. So, make sure you have your lunch or snack, just a little midday motivation to help you stay focused on the goals that you set for yourself in the beginning of the year. And so each day, I'll try to give you some type of tip or resource. And you have an opportunity to ask questions if you have questions for me. I'm Coach Sheréa. I am the author of the Ultimate Goals Handbook, and I'm the co-founder of the Goal Setters Club. Also published the Goals magazine, and it's safe to say you're in the right space. I have been studying and setting and achieving my goals for a while. And so, if you do not have a copy of the Ultimate Goals Handbook, I have that here for you. So today's session, we're going to get right into it. It's what are you reading this weekend? And so these are some of the things I'm going to share today, some of the things I'm reading. I want to start by giving you some quotes. There are 4 quotes that I just want to share with you today. One is a quote written by yours truly. It's, I write the books I want to read, and I publish the books I want to leave. And so because I create and share what moves me. And so that quote is basically saying, if there's a book that I want to read that hasn't been written, then I write it. And if there's a book that I want to leave or leave a legacy to my kids, then I'll publish it and make it available for everyone. There's another quote that says, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. So that's pushing us to act or create. The next one is, a room without books is like a body without a soul. And just reminding us that books give us life. The last one is, the reading of all good books is like conversation with the finest minds of past centuries. And I really, really love that quote, because I feel like when you read books, they give you a step ahead. Someone can write their life story, write their experiences, where you can be in rooms that you were never in, never invited in. But because that person decided to share their story and their legacy with you, then now you get all the gems. So that's what I love, love, love about books. And so I wanted to share what I'm reading. I'm going to put up our book club. So if you're interested in being a part of our book club, you can go ahead and visit bit.ly /school, Goal Skool. Sorry, you can read that. So what we are reading is The Psychology of Money. And I'm behind on my reading plan. The book club founder, is behind. So I'm going to get started on that this weekend. I'm in another book club with the Morning Meetup, and we are reading How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is a updated version from his daughter went in and kind of repackaged it, took some things out, added some things. But she kept the original type of style of the book, but she kind of created her own, which I thought was really good. So I have the Audible and the paperback in this one. YouTube Secrets, I'm reading this one. I also took his class, and then I got some of the bonuses and literally just going through that along with this, and me and ChatGPT just having our own conversation. So my goal is to get my channel monetized. And so I've been working on that, working on my strategies, working on my thumbnails, working on my descriptions. And so shout out to everybody who is a YouTube influencer, because it's a lot of work. I'm going to adjust my camera here, because let me put my thing up here. All right. So yeah, adjusting my camera. So yeah, I've been doing the YouTube Secrets, and of course, always the Ultimate Goals Handbook. This is literally with me everywhere, and I've been going through it since I created it. I use it. It's in my purse. It's in my backpack. It's in my car. It's with me at the table. In addition to or along with the Bible. Also, if you speaking of that, I have also, if you see this, Dream Big with God. This is a really, really, really good book. Not just because I wrote it, but it's a really good devotional. And so sometimes as Christians, we're torn between following our goals and staying in line with God. Dream Big with God is a great resource for that. I don't have a link right here, but it's on my website. But it's a really good, it keeps you balanced between listening and following God and having your plan and creating your plan. It just keeps you on track. So that is a great resource. Let's see. So those are the 4 books that I'm reading. Oh, also I am listening to The Art of War. So The Art of War by Cindy Trimm. It's all about strategy. Her spiritual take is, it's kind of like, there's another book called The Art of War. I forgot the name of the guy, but she wrote that book using that book as an example, but it's specifically for Christians and how we approach spiritual warfare, which I feel like I'm always in. So I'm listening to that one. So that's like 5. I try to calm down on my books because I was getting a little overwhelmed. So if you're a part of our Goal Skool community, so every month we are working on a specific goal in detail. So January, we worked on our health and fitness goals. February, we worked on our relationship goals. And for the month of March, we are working on our money goals. So I'm going to share some of the things, some books, not all the books. These are some books I just pulled from this bookshelf that I have to share with you. And I have so many more, like in my Kindle or in my Audible and my downstairs library. But these are the ones I have up here. Get Good with Money by Tiffany Alicia. This is not really a money book, but it kind of is. So if you have a business, I went in on this book. This is what gave me the idea to do my first annual goal-a-thon. It's called 12 Months to $1 Million. And then I changed it to 1 day to $1 million. My goal is to have $1 million day. That was my goal last year. That's my goal this year. And so I used the strategies in this book to come up with a strategy for my 1 day plan. Still working on it. It's coming. This is one of my husband's books. I just pulled it off the shelf. It's called 10 Pillars of Wealth. 10 Pillars of Wealth. This is an oldie but goodie. And for those of you who are in the Christian space, before Dave Ramsey became Dave Ramsey on a big level, we were always doing The Money Matters by I think it's Larry Burkett. That was the first money show I listened to on Christian radio. We got his first curriculums and things like that. And so this is still a really good book. This one is also my husband's book, Retire Young, Retire Rich. Can you see that? Yeah. So this is from the authors of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is a classic. This is, if you've ever done Financial Peace University, I was a coach for Dave Ramsey for a little bit, and inside of your package, it comes with the Total Money Makeover. If you get a physical package, and if you do it online, they have a digital package now. And I believe this is the updated version, Total Money Makeover. Now, I know we all, and it's so funny because I've been in book clubs where we read this book and people just do not like Dave Ramsey, but they don't like him while they're reading his book, knowing that that things work. He's very direct. He's very, he doesn't sway away from what he thinks, even if you disagree. And he just keeps that same, he's not changing for you. So either you love him or you don't. But in my opinion, the Total Money Makeover, if you want to get out of debt, if you want to save, he gives you good principles. They're a little non-traditional. And so you have to, what they say, chew the meat and throw away the bones. But if you want to get out of debt, I highly recommend you read that book. The only reason why I stopped being a a Dave Ramsey coach is because we were going through the home buying process and I didn't have any credit. I was paying everything cash. I was paying everything cash and I didn't have credit. And so I got a credit card and then I started getting more credit cards. And I personally didn't feel like I was an authentic coach because one of the sessions is when you tear up your credit cards. And that's the only reason why I stopped being a coach. Other than that, I think it's a really good program. And last but not least, Think and Grow Rich. I love this book. Um, it's a classic book. And it's crazy. Every time I think about Think and Grow Rich and how popular it is, he doesn't even talk about money until the end. You know, he doesn't even talk about money until the very end. And so I highly recommend if you are working on your finances. Again, for our particular book club, we are doing the psychology of money. I want to do something different this year. We usually always do like a Tiffany Aliche or Dave Ramsey or something like that. But I want to do something different. All right, let's see what else I got for you guys. So those are my picks. Are there any questions? I'm going to put up so this is our book of the month. If you wanted to scan that QR code and then join us in our book club. So I'm going to leave that up. We have a reading plan for you inside of the Goal Skool book club. And it's only $1. It's $1 a month. It's less than 4 cents a day. Is it 4 cents? Yeah. All right, you guys. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for joining me on this midday goal setter session, and I will see you Monday. Actually, I'll see you see you on Monday, and Monday is our Q&A day. So if you have questions, you can go ahead and email me. Go ahead and put your questions at the end of this video, and then I will answer them on Monday on Q&A. All right, you have an awesome day.